Hi, I'm Nick, and I've been playing League of Legends now since about 2011, 2012, around that time. Um, and I think I have a little something to say in reference to the Voyboy video. Um, I thought, well, we'll get more into the thoughts and whatnot. I consider myself an average player. As you see here, I am an average player. I have been hovering around bronze and silver on my one account that I just have for fun for years. I could never really get out. So I'm an average player. Let's get right into it.
Hey guys, it's Voyboy. If you don't know me, I've been playing League of Legends as a pro player since Season 1, a streamer for the last 5 years. League of Legends has basically been my life for the last decade. It's been what I think about all the time, play all day, make content with, play in pro matches. I've been live, breathe, and thinking, eating League of Legends since since I was in high school, and now 10 years later, it's everything I love. And I wanted to talk to you guys about something that has really been weighing on my chest for a while now, actually a few years. And it's something that has been progressively getting worse and worse and worse every year, every season. I see more people talking about it, more players affected by it, and Riot, unfortunately, hasn't done anything substantial to address the problems. And I'm talking about the state of League of Legends and solo queue and ranked play, and the general vibes that the community and the players and the streamers all have, and even pro players, regarding the state of our league or our game that we all know and love so much. Essentially, if you guys have been playing League or paying attention, there's a lot of problems, right? The game's not perfect, but regardless of balance or metas or stuff like that, the state of the community and the player base has gotten progressively worse over time. And I know this for a fact. I obviously don't work at Riot. I don't have the statistics, the numbers to back it up, but I think you can ask almost anyone, and you will get a resounding agreement that the player base has become more toxic, a lot more griefers, a lot more people just straight up running it down, inting games, going AFK because someone annoyed them or whatever, even regardless of a reason. And this has just been getting worse and worse and worse every year. And I think there's a lot of factors that have contributed to this over time. But speaking from my personal experience as someone who's been basically streaming League full time at the challenger level, and playing this game, thinking about it all day, all the time, I have basically had the worst experience of my life in the last 10 years of playing League in the last 5 months of Season 10. In 2018, I actually went down to Riot HQ, and I was talking to them about how the player base was getting progressively more, irritated, toxic, a lot more griefers, a lot more people just running it down, inting games. And I was worried that if this continued, if the status quo was maintained and Riot didn't do anything serious to address these issues, that it was just going to get worse. 2019, Season 9, it actually did get worse. I used to say last year that this is the worst state the league has been in a long time. And Season 10, the last 5 months of trying to play this game all day and stream it all the time, I have had absolutely the most miserable, worst experience of my life. And I'm not the only one. I've talked to a lot of streamers, a lot of pros. Almost everyone is agreeing with me. From my personal experiences, I basically have had months and months of just trying to stream and just getting grief, target inted, people stream sniping me, ghosting my games, jumping on my team, waiting, trying to make sure.
Okay, I'm gonna pause it there. See, I'm a small streamer. I'm meaning teeny numbers, few people coming in and watching me. So I can't understand that. I can understand where he's coming from, but I don't fully get it. But I do get games with inters, griefers, and people just running it down. And to be honest, with my elo, people just refuse to play with you. At their level, I get that someone griefing or inting. I guess that is inting, but they just will. It's that micro play that they just miss in my elo, which is like bronze, silver on my like main oldest account. They just go into the game, they automatically flame chat for not getting the role that they wanted or the champion that they wanted, which most people are like, okay, whatever, I'll play something else. Cool. And they just go into game, they play terribly, which is fine. That's not bannable. We get it. I have played terribly. Everyone has played badly, right? But then they make it a point to then play worse and like almost take revenge on the people that their team. They try to take revenge on the team. It's malicious and it's ridiculous. And that's just one type of person. As I said before, I've been playing since around 2011 and on and off. I'm not the best, but I've seen like how the state of the game has changed over the years and seasons. I've been in the same elo for most of that time. In the early time, I didn't really play ranked for the first few years. But I would agree with him that this is a very prevalent problem and that it needs to be addressed. Riot has not done anything. They have not taken it seriously. But anyway, he's going to get more into it. Let's just watch some more and see what he says about that.
They manipulate the lobbies to get on my team so they could run it down, like playing AP Graves, like AP Zed, like making fun of me like the tech. And the thing is, I know a lot of people don't care about like my experiences, right? But the reason that I'm talking about it is because it's a representation of how the general player base perceives and treats ranked solo queue in League of Legends, right? Like if I'm streaming with 10K viewers and this guy intentionally gets on my team and, you know, he soft insta game or he griefs from champion select or, you know, he's obviously trolling, everyone sees this, everyone that's watching the stream, everyone in the game, everyone's affected by this. In a small scale of things, you know, it's, oh, okay, it's a free loss, like everyone has troll games, everyone has like AFK or stuff like that. But the thing is, it's been happening so consistently from my experiences and a lot of other streamers, like the last 5 months, where people are doing this in our games and there's no punishment. There's no point of even reporting people because Riot won't ban them. No one is scared of getting in trouble. No one is scared of getting banned. No one is scared of, you know, being barred from solo queue because Riot has really made it clear through their actions, through their lack of, you know, vocalization on these points, on these matters, on the growing problems that the player base has been experiencing, that I've been experiencing, that so many other people have been experiencing, that they don't really care. Like, if they did care, they would have done something by now. They would have addressed these problems as they've been mounting, as they've been snowballing, as they've been building up over the last, you know, few years, and until to the point now where I truly believe it's hit a critical mass where the player base is upset, frustrated. There are people who just, you know, don't care, run into games, grief it down, troll people, get revenge, and unless you type a bad word, unless you actually type something where an automated filter catches you saying a bigoted word or being offensive, you're not going to get in trouble.
Yes. Me and my friends were just talking about this, and it pisses me off. It is so ridiculous. I've been playing for so long. It's a pretty long time. 2011, it's 2020, it's 9 years, right? That's ridiculous. I have seen over the years people, my friends, getting banned. I have seen people saying, oh, the report has been filed and someone has gotten banned. Great, cool. It's always for chat. It's always for chat. Never for gameplay. Never for inting. Never for the stuff that actually matters. Chat's fine, but there's a mute button, guys. I mean, there's a mute. I get it. But like he's saying, 99.9% of people don't do that. And they're not the ones that are the issues. The chat people saying racial slurs, homophobic slurs, whatever. Those are issues, but those are not the ones that are going to break the game. I had a friend recently, actually, that he got banned for being really toxic in chat. I get it. He knows he stopped doing it afterwards. But fair enough. He made a new account just so he could play a little bit more. And it's not against him. Like, I get it. Like, I want to play more too. But he got banned just for like 2 or 3 weeks, right? I forget what it was, like maybe 14-day ban. And he just got to make a new account. And I know anyone can really do that, but I don't know how you measure that. Like, can they ban IPs? Can they ban something else? I don't know what the answer is, but it just seems like there isn't enough punishment and they're just not severe. 14 days is pretty good for a chat one, but I don't know how you stop someone making new accounts. But like I said, they only normally target racial comments or homophobic comments. Nothing else is ever really addressed at all. And a whole team can work together to be toxic too. Like, they can just start spamming all chat. They can just start, like, which is fine. Everyone on your team can mute, but then everyone on your team might then start inting the combat. I don't know. It gets really messy, and the state of the game is crap. It's unacceptable. It used to be great. It used to be fantastic. I would like to hear more of what he says, but I don't know.
99.9% of people that have griefed my games this season, I've played with them again, I've seen them again, they never get banned, I see them on their accounts playing games. Like, it's so trolled that people have no fear of just completely ruining the player experience for ranked solo queue, even at like a challenger level, right? And they don't have to fear the consequences. And, you know, like I said, I know a lot of people don't care about my experiences, about streamers' experiences, but the thing is, if people can do this in front of, like, you know, an audience and see that there's nothing being done, if every person complains about it, if Tyler, if me, if all the streamers, all the pro players are saying the solo queue is in such a bad state and people are just running rampant and terrorizing and holding games hostage all the time, then how does the average player feel? How does the average player feel in their games when they know that someone can do that and not get in trouble? And the people who are, you know, pretty malicious and are ruining the games and the experiences for other players are never consequences, right?
I'll tell you how I feel. I consider myself an average player. Most of my friends are average players. I'm pissed. I don't understand. I've paid for some stuff in game. Most of my friends have paid for stuff in games. Some more than others, some less. Like, I think for the first few years I didn't buy anything. I bought my first skin and I was like so proud. I was like, yeah, sweet. I got my first skin. It was like a grave skin because I loved playing him, and I still do. I think the next one was like I don't know, a Kazakh skin because he came out. It was awesome. But it's just like, I love this game. I love it. I can't stop talking about it all the time with my friends, my family, my girlfriend, my everyone, new friends. I'm just like, hey, do you play League of Legends? Oh, I would love to play with you. Let's queue up. It just is such a fun game, and it's part of my hobbies, you know? It's one of my big hobbies. It's one of the big games that I play. And it's so sad to see it be ruined by the very players that are playing it. It just sucks. I don't know where we can go from here. Like, what kind of system can they put in place to fix it? That's the problem I'm having, is like, how are they going to fix this? Like, how can you put a system in place that's going to capture people inting? I don't know. Are you going to trust the people making the reports? Because I don't know if that's fair. Because chat tells you, like, they have logs, they have filters, like he's saying. But inting is different, and I don't know how you capture that. So that's what I've been thinking about personally. I don't know of possible fixes. Griefing, I just don't get it. Like, you'd have to put a lot of trust in people, and as we've seen already, people can be very malicious. Whether they think they take it seriously or not, I mean, but I don't know what the fix is. So I just want to hear and play the rest of this video.
For, you know, facing any consequences, right? It's a really big problem, and I think enough is enough. I had stayed silent. I had not really said anything really publicly besides, like, you know, venting on stream and complaining and talking to other people, other streamers, other pros in private for the last few years. But at the same time, like, I just feel like if if no one says anything, if I don't say anything, if I don't try to use my platform to at least vocalize these concerns, you know, how much longer? Like, do we have to deal with whole season 10 of this behavior of Riot staying silent, of people saying, well, you can't fix the community, it's just, you know, some bad seeds, like there's nothing that can be done. That's escaping the issue, that's shifting the blame. That's not how we should approach things. I think almost everyone can agree that there is a problem with the league, there is a problem with solo queue, there is a problem with the state of the player base and ranked and people's attitudes and mentality to the game. There's no respect for other players, there's no respect for the game, there's no fear of getting banned. These things need to change. Back in my day, people had respect for league. People never trolled games at this rate. People got in trouble when they did it, and people actually cared and loved the game and showed it in the way they played and the way they behaved when they were playing League of Legends, the game that I love so much, that is literally my life, that my passion, my blood, and so many other people I know out there that are watching this or agree. You know, if you guys feel the same way, please say something, step up, you know, share this video with your friends or Riot or anyone that can listen, and let's just please try to get something to be done. Whether it's, you know, Riot reworking their punishment system, putting out new guidelines, you know, implementing different methods of detecting people or monitoring, you know, high elo solo queue or even lower levels, and creating a system. Like, there has to be a solution, right? Like, ban people from ranked if they're inting games, if they're soft griefing. Like, if you don't want to ban their accounts, if you don't want to lose that clientele, just take them out of solo queue for, you know, a month, X amount of time, so at least they can't ruin further games. Like, there has to be something that can be done. There has to be some sort of saving grace for the players, for the streamers, for the people like myself that, you know, just want to see League thrive and want it to be successful. And, you know, another additional point, like, if our solo queue is just getting so much worse and no one feels happy playing it, no one feels confident in the quality of our games, like, how is our region, how is NA, how are other regions, how are people going to get better at the game when no one shows respect for the game and is trying to play at the highest level? And, you know, it really sucks to go into a day of League of Legends, wait, you know, like 30 minutes for a game, get 5 dodges because people are dodging griefed lobbies or trying to avoid a troll or something like that, and then go into a game and someone AFKs or runs it down or is, you know, following me around playing AP Graves. Like, I just want something to be done. I want to see something different. I want some change, and this was my idea of trying to start something. So hopefully, if some of you guys feel where I'm coming from and want to see League in a better state and want to take back solo queue and have Riot actually do something proactive and change the system and take steps to make our game that we all know and love so much better for everyone, then please say something, do something. Riot, we're all asking you, we're all waiting. We just want to play League of Legends. We just want to have fun with the game again. We don't want to get grief. We don't want to get trolled. We don't want to have to be scared of, you know, people taking games hostage and completely ruining experience for everyone else in the game, everyone else watching the streams and playing, you know, at all levels of play, all this stuff. So that's all we're asking, man. Riot, please help us. Thanks.
So that was it. The only other points that he really made is like the system things. I think redoing the punishment system they'd have to do. Changing the guidelines, like he said. I think maybe a possible fix would be like if someone has repeat, like, so obviously, like, if the first time someone is reported, you can't really judge something on that with inting. But if they are having, like, every 3 games someone saying they're inting, I don't know. And maybe you have to limit the amount of reports. I don't know, because I've like had people like say that they've just said they've inted, or I mean, say I've had people that have said they've reported someone for inting when they really haven't, you know. So I don't know how you track that. Anyway, I wanted to talk about this. I thought it was a really important point. So please like and share his video. It's really important if you like League of Legends to understand what is going on in the game. And if you would like me to do more reaction content, I'm thinking about it. So anyway, please give a like and share to him and subscribe to him. This is not about me. If you like my stuff, please give me a like and hit me up, subscribe, but it's about his video and getting his word out there. So anyway, thank you guys. Bye.